Solo Leveling episode 11 now out. Let's talk about it. Okay, so episode 11 of Solo Leveling is now out for you guys to go and check out right now. And I liked last week's episode. I've actually liked the whole entire season so far. I've loved this show, this anime, Solo Leveling. Episode 11. I don't even know if I have the words to describe episode 11. This is just insane. It was utterly insane. The knight we meet in here, as they call him, that red knight was something else. And that fight between him and Jinwoo was something that, just was a spectacle, beautiful piece of art that was brought to the screen. Just everything about that fight was just perfect. Just perfect. So basically we start off with Jinwoo. Remember last week's episode, he gets this job request change thingy. So he accepts that and he goes into this dungeon, and this is where he starts to fight these knights. And what I love is he realizes he can't get through their armor of all these knights, so he uses his hands and he starts ripping them to shreds. Freaking awesome. Then obviously we get a assassin that comes up and they use stealth. And then we get another one that comes up that's a mage and then an archer. So what Jinwoo starts to think is this is sort of similar to battles that he's already had, that he's already overcome on his journey. And I like that little idea of each of the knights, the archers, the mage and all that, they represent a battle that he's already gone through and versed. Whether it's a human being, whether it's a monster, whatever it is, but he's been through these and he's fought them before. So now he's got to tackle all these knights and that. So he starts doing that, he beats them, and he goes into a room. And it's an empty throne room. No one's sitting on the throne, nothing. He gets a gust of wind that comes through the doors as he opens, and he's like, oh, I don't like the feeling of this. He gets in there and he gets the feeling of the same aura as the double dungeon that he was in. You remember the very first episodes where we saw the statues. Well, he feels like he's getting this very similar vibe of that. And then we see a red knight just walk into the picture. And Jinwoo makes comment of, this guy just feels like he's on a whole nother level. This feels like someone I haven't fought yet. And he would be right. This knight... So they start fighting, and this knight is whooping Jin. Absolutely whooping our boy. He's getting beat down. His dagger he's trying to stop the sword and that. And then he's trying to get through the armor. He realizes he can't get through the armor with his dagger. So they're in a standoff, and our boy gets rid of his dagger. You know what the knight says? The knight, instead of going, oh yeah, I'm going to take you with my sword, the knight sticks the sword in the ground, takes his cape off, removes his daggers, and says, all right, you want to go hand-to-hand combat? I'll go hand-to-hand combat with you too. And man starts beating Jinwoo's ass again. Like, oh man, I ain't seen Jinwoo get his ass beat like this since the very first episode, man. He's getting pummeled. Just this knight is delivering the 1, 2, 3 every single time. Grabbing him. You remember Dragon Ball Super Broly, where Broly has Goku's head and he's dragging him across the ice there? Well, guess what? This happens to Jinwoo on a concrete brick wall. The knight grabs him and just starts dragging him through the wall. And he is beating Jinwoo up. Like, just dominating the fool. Like, our boy is just... I'm sitting there like, dude, our boy is done. There's no way he's going to survive this. Like, what is going to happen? Like, and he can't exit until he completes the task. And I'm sitting there. Dude, the animation was gorgeous as well. The animation is just fantastic. The fight sequences, great. Jinwoo's then on the throne, sitting there, and he looks down and out. The knight then just uses the force to grab his sword, and he's about to kill Jinwoo. And he goes strike Jinwoo, but Jinwoo does what I was hoping he was going to do. He catches the blade with his hand. And now we see the sheer willpower of Jinwoo. Because I love how they did this, because everything went quiet. And the knight's got the sword up. And then it cuts to his sister, who's making dinner for him. Lovely note with the sandwiches and that. It says dinner's in the oven and that. Here, she goes down and starts doing that. Then we get a pitch. Then it cuts to his mother in the hospital as well, and then cuts back to Jinwoo as the night's about to go down and kill him. And I love how quiet, it's just dead quiet. And then when he catches it, it just, that little bit of just cutting away to them characters shows you the will and what he is fighting for and how far he's willing to go. And as he catches this blade, something awakens inside Jinwoo. And man, dude, Jinwoo then delivers the beatdown on the night. A beatdown of a century, man. And he is just, oh, dude, the dagger to the eye. And when he's got him up against the wall, I love the animation of when it turns from what we are known from watching this to this completely different art style. It was gorgeous. And it showed you just Jinwoo accessing something else to going beyond the limit that he is capable of. And dude, he just slaughters his knight. And I'm like, that was freaking awesome. I was in awe of this whole entire fight. And then obviously we got the stuff as well with the other guild now going to the island. So I'm interested to see what's going to happen with that. We have the family dynamic as well with Jinwoo as well. We got that little dynamic. So that's interesting as well. But just as you think, all right, he's done it. He's got all this gear now. He's got this thing. He's got the teleportation stone now. Nah, the job ain't done. The job ain't done. This quest ain't done. It then says to him, portals start opening everywhere in this throne room. And he's like, what the hell is going on? The system then decides to say to him, hey mate, I know you just had to take down this knight that was superior to you in every single way. But guess what? I need you to survive as long as you can right now. And if you do, I'll reward you. And then just hundreds of knights start to come out. And Jinwoo's got to fight these knights after fighting that. So he starts fighting them. And then he's like, oh man, I've got to try and fight. How long has it been? 5 minutes? What's going on? So he starts using stealth to try and get around. Then this giant eye appears. Then we get mages and that appear as well. And they shatter his stealth. So he can't use that to hide. And now man has to try and fight his way through all these knights. He's just completely and utterly surrounded, man. And then it just, cliffhanger ending of him like, okay, how's he going to get out of this? What a freaking episode, man. Episode 11. Oh my, I'm so hyped. I fucking love this anime, man. It's so good. It is so good, from the slice of life stuff to the character development, to the action, to the animation, to the music, man. Everything about Solo Leveling. Oh, this is becoming one of my favorite animes, man. I love this anime. And I don't want to wait another week for episode 12. I just want all of them right now so I can just watch them all. Because it's just so freaking good, man. It's so freaking good. Ah, this episode was freaking awesome, man. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you guys feel the same way? Smash it down there. Smash that like button. Click subscribe. And I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe. Peace out.